Karl, models. You talk with a lot of models. So what I want you to do is kind of give me, or not me, give the world your opinion and how you think this industry is ran and if you think models are on the right track or not. And go.
First thing I want to say is, because we have a model in the car, Vilma, which is a very supermodel, okay? But first thing I want to say is, I don't want to tear models down, because at the end of the day, it's about your dreams and your visions of what you want to achieve as you are taking pictures and things you want to accomplish. What we want to talk about is we want to give advice. I also feel that certain models want to be paid but cannot do certain things. For example, certain models want to be paid but do not know how to pose. Certain models want to be paid but they don't do their own makeup. I'm gonna pass it over to my man right here.
Well, I like models that come prepared. Looking forward to working hard, because in order to capture certain images and to get a certain look and to achieve your goal, it is hard work. It could be fun, it could be rewarding, but you have to come prepared. Just on this model fashion shoot in general, we had to do a lot of climbing, hiking. The models had to endure a swarm of bugs that was on top of us constant. I mean, it was from beginning to end. Yesterday we were up in Moab climbing up beautiful red rocks in heels. The models were in heels. We were trekking with equipment. It's a give and take, push and pull. But I like my models to come prepared. You have to come prepared mentally and physically. You have to have your hair done, your makeup done, if those are not provided on the set. And sometimes that happens.
Mel, I want to interrupt you right quick. Mel and I were shooting one model. I'm not going to mention any names, but Mel was like, look at this area right over here. I think that would be a good area. And I'm looking with my eyes, I'm looking at this rock and a bunch of weeds in the shade. I'm thinking boa constrictors, I'm thinking pterodactyls, I'm thinking all kind of wild animals and stuff. This girl jumps over in there. All she had on was like a top piece, skin was showing everywhere, and she laid under that rock, put those glasses on, and started posing. She said to us, oh, wait a second, hold on, I got a spider on my finger.
While I was going to hold that pose,
yeah. I was halfway home already.
Yeah. Yes.
Now
I'm having to hold the pose, and there's a spider on the hand, and she's telling me there's a spider, and I'm like, just hold it until I locked focus and took it. Then she shook it off.
No, she went, all right, I'm ready, she said. All right, sorry.
As photographers, when we ask you to do something, you're not doing it on your own. We're actually doing it with you. Mm-hmm. We're doing it with you. So if I say, hey, go to this edge or whatever and stand right there, and it may be scary, I have to go there and do it too, because I have to take your picture. These images that you see coming across are very difficult, and sometimes we understand that models are trying to accomplish these things in heels. So I highly recommend that Vilma, she mentioned something yesterday. I asked her, Vilma, would you come with me to go somewhere with your sneakers on real quick? And she said, no, I don't go anywhere with my sneakers on. I go to the garbage can with my heels on. This is why probably she's really, really good, because she could go to the garbage can with heels on. So you need to be able to wear heels like you wear sneakers. Vilma, could you please give us some advice about that?
That is so true, because you know what?
Turn the camera to her.
You know what? The reason I do that is because it helps your posture. I think it makes me look leaner, taller, and sexier. That's it.
To go to the garbage can?
Absolutely.
What you guys don't see in camera is that when you see models standing on rocks, 9 times out of 10, what they should be doing is walking in place with sneakers on and then placing the heels on once you get in position,
yes,
so you can do the pose.
Mm-hmm.
This makes life really easy because you don't know whether you're going to walk on sand or whether you're going to walk on rocks or whether
water.
you're going to walk on water. Yeah, sometimes you walk on water.
To be prepared to work. Be prepared to get into positions and poses that are uncomfortable.
Well, one of my rules is you can't get in front of my camera if you don't have makeup on. Right off the bat. I just let you know that now. What about you, Chuck? You might want to comment on it. But one of my rules is if you don't have makeup on, you can't come in front of my camera. I'm sorry.
Well,
what advice would you give?
Well, you know, the thing is that, you know, there's not a one shoe fits all type of scenario. You know, you got your bikini photographers, you got your boudoir photography, you got your fashion. You know, everyone has their own thing. Yes, I love beautiful makeup, but sometimes I shoot so far away that, you know, for me, it might not be as important.
So you're okay with bare face?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But the thing is that, you know, the things that I look for in models, I look for influence. What type of influence that they have? Everything that I'm in love with what I do. Influence. How can she change the trajectory of the flow of the message and images that I want to go out there? Is she a negative person? Is she a positive person? Or is it full of men? That's one of the biggest things that I look for. I'm not saying that those who do not look for that are wrong. Everyone has their own style, their own mission, their own business plan, and I'm behind anyone that's doing anything different. But for me, it's all about influence.
So how do models bring value to what they do? Because some of them want to be paid.
I want to be paid. To me, okay, here's my business model. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sell an experience, and I'm trying to sell clothing. Those two things. So I'm looking for anyone that I shoot, how can they advance those two things? One of the things that will advance that is if more people see it. If I have a model with 3 friends and 3 followers, that is no value for me.
Even if she's beautiful.
Even if she's beautiful, that means that she has no value to me. I don't care how good she looks.
So you believe models should get paid?
No,
last model
no.
Here, had 4.2 million followers.
Here, models should get paid. By me, you will get paid if you have influence. If you do not have influence, I sell things. If you can't sell my business, you have no.
So basically what you're saying is if they're an influencer,
yes.